defensive line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, "Hurry, hurry," to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. This is Brown going up the middle, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his running back out of the backfield and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On play action, Graham letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And the Rams add 3 and 8 on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. On second down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. He's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 47 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, It's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Brown. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 24. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They give it to Brown, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. It's Holt. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll get this out to Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Gurley is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st and 10, it's Graham. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now they're in the hurry-up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Graham will throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. On the handoff, this is Brown.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 173 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 7.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Graham to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Rams Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Rams have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. In motion left, that's Cooper.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's Graham to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Offense on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Graham going to set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Man open left side is Brown.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. An inside give, Brown. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brown on 2nd down.
And room there to work it inside the 25. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And they go play action now. Graham. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he is not going to go anywhere They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on second down.
Go, check. Go, check. Check.
Now a give. It's Jackson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Gurley again here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Another carry now for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker, see if he can get you to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Cleveland offense ready to go.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Now a first throw here in overtime. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handing it off to Brown. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Running right, here's Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Browns, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change.